Kaytranada returning to the scene. I mean, Bubba was end of 2019, so it didn't feel, I guess, as long. I guess kind of blends into that end of year mix. I think that was actually December, if I'm remembering, like
It
right before
was.
we did
Hmm.
our like best of.
Almost 2 years
Um,
ago.
Bubba is an album I really liked. Obviously, 99.9% is undeniably a great album, and I know you're a big fan of Kaytranada. So seeing Intimidated, the EP come out, was pretty excited just to kind of see. And it's a short 3-track EP, little taste for us. What did you think of the tracks?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it had a lot of the qualities we associate with Kaytranada music, and a lot of the reasons he's upheld as a exciting DJ, exciting producer, but also an interesting one that stands out. And it's great that he's been recognized lately. He did win 2 Grammys, thanks to Bubba, uh, last year, which is awesome. Someone who got nominated for Best New Artist like 10 years into his career. We talked a lot about the fallacies of Best New Artist last week, the Grammys. Anyway, nice to see him getting acknowledged by the greater industry. And I think it was nice that all these songs had vocalists. That's something Kaytranada has acknowledged, that he thinks his production style, his beats, probably sound better with vocals. And I thought it was pretty cool. Again, not like you have any expectations for a brief EP, but I feel like a lot of times EDM EPs, they come out and you might not realize they came out. But on the other hand, EDM albums are kind of rare. All the famous DJs, they don't do album mode that much. You're kind of lucky when you get the EP. So even if Kaytranada is more prolific than most DJs, it's still great to get this EP. And yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked all the tracks. I think there wasn't anything that like blew me away as like, oh, Kaytranada is working on a new sound or has this new trick necessarily. But I really just thought they all sounded really shiny, really well produced. Obviously, the track with Thundercat getting his like high pitched singing on it, obviously reminds me of Dragon Ball Z Durag or whatever that was.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Durag. Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Durag. It just really brought a smile to my face thinking about that track. And for someone that we bagged on a lot, the song with her, I actually thought was really good and sounded super smooth. And I was like, this is probably a pretty good pairing, and maybe this will actually inspire her to make something interesting.
I had the exact same thoughts. And I think this is a great example of her's talent, you know, standing in the face of past criticisms. The production choices she does with her own music is rarely interesting or engaging, But she's still a talented artist. She still is a good singer. And even if, she wasn't playing the guitar on this or anything, uh pairing her abilities with Kaytranada's production, yeah, pretty cool. Honestly, one of my favorite her songs, kind of by default. So it'd be nice if she thought about that in the future, but I won't hold my breath.
I mean, I would love it if she even brought him on to produce like 1 or 2 tracks on her albums. It's gonna make it more interesting than what we got last year or this year, I
Mm.
guess. Yeah, and the other track with Hami, I actually thought that was maybe my favorite out of all of them. Just like just so it moved a little bit faster than the other two. This was more upbeat, and I really liked his just like spoken word cadence to it. Just brought this like real, I don't know, gravitas to it. It felt
Mm.
like so.
Yeah,
Just thought all 3 tracks are great. Looking
yeah.
forward to whatever's next.
Shout out Matt Kami. He's a newer Griselda signing. Had a well liked album from earlier in the year. Yeah, I think my favorite song's the Her song, just because of that like thump, almost like drum and bass music uh, from Kaytranada. I thought was really cool. But yeah, I mean, it's a little 3 pack. You can't you just be happy if you like the songs. If not, move on. It's all good.
We already put the Her song onto our Nostalgia Best of 2021, so check that out. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, or if you're listening to us and you haven't subscribed on YouTube yet, go to youtube.com/nostalgiapod. Follow us there.